Hello friends, and welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is it. We are at the final stretch of Citadark Isle. Only a few more fights remain until we get to the end. We did have to deal with Snaddle, Gorgon, and Ardos on the last episode, so we are just going to do a few more fights, and then we're at the end. Just have a few more spots to go through here, a few more minor fights as well. So very soon we will have the toughest battles ready to go. So let's just see here. Everyone is set. Let's begin. I think we'll have one ambush here. I think. Yes. You won't quit being a pest, will you? No, not till I win. Cipher Peon Colax. I just gotta say it one more time. The names. But you are packing some serious Pokemon this time, so I'll take you seriously. At least these minor fights give me a chance to get a few more levels before the end here. Okay, well I want to do that. We'll get the Glalie slowed down a little bit, and now it's time for a Super Bite Crunch. I gotta say, I love that animation. Just, it's actually different than from Pokemon Colosseum, whereas in... Oh, hi, Crunch. Whereas in Colosseum, it was a slow jaw lift and a little shine on one of the fangs that then went down for a bite. In this one, it's just... Om nom 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 nom. Growl? Good thing I'm using mostly special attacks. Okay, let's try that again. I did lower Ampharos's special defense. So why don't we go for a super buff Crunch? Of the very few double battle specific techniques, Helping Hand is definitely one of the ones I've used plenty throughout my many Pokemon adventures. Alright, level 48. Look at Raven go. All those defenses, good special, like, yeah, this is great. Breloom. Okay, that's a bit of a different story. So I'm gonna switch Pochi out for a Riku. And we're gonna get a Thunder Wave on that Breloom just to keep you down. Aha! Aw. You outsmarted my outsmarting and went for the Pokemon that it was neutral towards. I see how it is. Get paralyzed. Oh good. Keeping Glalie down the whole time too. And the second leftovers. I am so glad I got those. Alright, Aerial Ace shouldn't be too much of a problem to use on Breloom. So we'll try to get a little damage on the Glalie. Yup! There we go. I just can't believe how well Aerial Ace is doing. Like, it's one of those, oh, Ledion's not a physical attacker, why are you keeping physical moves? But, I don't know, just the amount of Pokemon I've been running into where Aerial Ace has been decent towards, it's just been surprising. It's just as surprising as that Glalie has not moved since that first Crunch. Now we'll focus fire the Donphan here a bit, because these Pokemon both have moves that are super effective. And I can't paralyze you, so... Attack! Oh, so close! Oh, I am definitely glad I'm focus firing you. Yeah, do not want that to keep doubling. Oh, I am glad you've been paralyzed the last 3 turns. Okay, at least Riku can handle that. Okay. We will do... I'll Giga Drain the Glalie just to get some health. I'll Water Pulse this Donphan because I know I'm faster. Give me health! I need the healing. Now, Don Fan. Don't give me any of that. I just wanted to roll. Alright, who's last? Doug Trio? You're not a shadow, are you? You are totally a shadow! Oh boy. I thought you were on Eldes' team. Okay, that extra healing, I think, came in handy. Okay, now this is a problem, because I think that Doug Trio's got Shadow Tag. So I actually can't get out. So I'm gonna have to do some damage. This thing's fast! Well, thanks for letting me switch. Okay, I need an intimidation. And the nice part with that being a Shadow Dog Trio, and because of the mechanics of this game, I do not have to worry about any stray ground moves coming from Doug Trio. It's just shadow moves. Oh, got the drop. We're gonna call these two the Leftovers Duo now. They have an official team name. Okay. I think it's better if I break the Gale now. You can't do anything, so you know what? Let's see where my luck stands right now, shall we? Go Snag Ball. Oh, if this is how my luck is going to be this episode, I gladly accept. Alright. Well, one stray shadow that I completely forgot about later. And we have taken care of Cipher Peon Colax. This isn't happening, it's not real. Oh, believe me, I'm real. But that did hurt my team a fair bit, so I need healing. Gotta keep my team up, especially because I believe the next fight is with Eldes. Eldes, I don't actually know how you pronounce that. Don't think I've ever seen any official pronunciation of it. I mean, I've always called them Eldes, so I'm just gonna stick with that for now, but I could see it being Eldes. Now, this is definitely going to be the toughest fight we've had up to this point. Like, if there were any trainers in this game that I'm scared to face, like, because I have the knowledge thereof, it's always Ardos and Eldes. Like, those two. Like, and I know we faced Ardos earlier, but those two are just like, we have well put together teams. Like, that's the big thing I'm always scared of. Alright, no stray ambush, okay, and they're waiting right there, so it's like, oh, you found the back way. Okay, I'm actually gonna let Arena have a shot here. I need... actually, I feel like he's got something that'll have Lightning Rod, or at least something to deter Thunder Wave. So you know what, I'm gonna start this off with Flynn. We're gonna see what happens, but this is my first attempt at Eldes. Eldes! Or Eldes! Sir! Who allowed this child to penetrate our defenses so deeply? What is the meaning of this? I guess he just found the back way, but we're gonna ignore that one. The others can't be counted on at all. I'm giving you the responsibility of dealing with this child. As I hover away on my hover chair of evil bossness. You finally managed to anger Master Greevil. I thought I would end up battling you one day, but this isn't how I hope to face you. If we battle, it will only be unfulfilling and without meaning. Will you challenge me knowing that? I'll have to. Fine, I understand. But once we begin, expect no mercy. That is my philosophy. Hey, mine too. So let's go all out. Eldes. Here we go. Ninjask. Ah, I did remember there was a Manectric on his team, but it's also the Ninjask, too. Ugh. Anything with Ninjask, and I'm always scared. Ninjask, the one-trick pony that can somehow do it well. But Shadow Manectric, that's another one I have to be cautious of. Alright, 6 Pokemon. I do have a slight level advantage, but who knows how far that'll get me. Maybe if I can get a Rock Tomb? You've got Dig! Wasn't seeing that one coming. That means Ice Beam got completely dodged. Speed down. That's a start. Now, Ninjask takes a hit too, right? No, Ninjask actually dodged it. Interesting. Okay, well, we've slowed the Manectric down. So we're going to try this. I knew that was going to hurt, but Ninjask by itself does not have a lot of offense. Now, can I get a surprise paralysis? Nice! Oh boy. This is gonna hurt! Alright, yes, that takes half of your current health. And Rock Tomb gets a 4 times hit on the Ninjask. Can we get a full shot? We do! Okay, okay, 1 down. Takes care of any potential Baton Pass shenanigans. Oh, right. Shadow Salamence. Oh, you're a fun one to try to get. Okay, so only my side will take the hit. Okay, well I know the Manectric is paralyzed, so the only one that should move first is Salamence. Because it's the prime opportunity, I'm gonna take this attempt to capture the Manectric. Hopefully this works. Luck be with me, please. Okay, that's 1. We got something for our trouble. Out comes Flygon. Now this is going to be bad if I lose Rena. Well, I lost Flynn too, but at least I get an Ice Beam on the Salamence. That's all I could ask for right now. I'll bring out Pochi. Another Intimidate out. I mean, I will say this. Good news. At very least, 2 Pokemon are off of Eldes' team right now. If this knocks out the Salamence, which it didn't, amazing. Flygon takes a hit. I want to say Flygon's faster, but I don't know speed right now. Oh. I'm gonna try. I want to see where my luck gets me. If I can capture Salamence on this, however small a chance, that's a huge headache saved. But I might forego the Salamence if this doesn't work. No way! Oh, I'm feeling lucky today! And then here comes another Shadow, because why not? He's got a whole army of them. But I am not faster than the Flygon. Okay. Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. Oh, okay, now I really want to win this fight. I don't want to lose the Shadow Salamence, having just caught it. Okay, now we've got to fight. I don't actually remember any of the shadow moves on any of the shadow Pokemon that are at this point. Maybe it'd be funny if Marowak had something powerful to like, or Shadow Half or something. That would be amazing. That's right, I was going to set up Light Screen, but thankfully Flygon's more of a mixed physical leaning attacker. Good thing I'm using a special move. Oh, good hit. Though, that's actually very good hit. Oh, dodged that. Okay. Yeah, I'm burned, which is a problem. See, I could go for Light Screen, but if I knock out the Flygon this turn, I don't have to worry about special moves, I think. Okay. And Riku's also specially defensive. And I can get health back with Giga Drain. Now come on, Pochi! Om nom nom! Ah, so close! Oh, didn't dodge this one. Thanks for your services, Pochi. That was great. Alright, Raven, you're up. Alright, now. Because Riku is faster... Well, not faster than Flygon. We're gonna do that, and because Raven can't Thunder Wave anything... I'll let Raven try capture. But it is getting to a point where I do have to consider foregoing shadows. Like, take what I've got and run with it. Like, however many more times I have to face Meyer B. Oh? 3 for 3! Oh my goodness! This is the best Eldes fight I think I've ever had. And because, why not? There's one last shadow on his team. Shadow Lapras. Oh, is Flygon gonna take itself out? That would actually help. Because now I'll get a hit on the Lapras. But wow. 3 for 3. Like, I have never had this much luck going up against Eldes in this fight. I mean, I have had fights where I've caught all the Shadow Pokemon, yes. Like, that part doesn't surprise me. But to have done this much, this quickly, in this fight, this is the best of this fight I've ever had. Okay, that was good. Got health back. And I mean, I still have one Pokemon waiting in the wings. Okay, but we got Shadow Sky to deal with. Thunder Wave, we got Paralysis. Gotta deal with that. Nothing will damage the Lapras. And we got lefties to at least negate Shadow Sky. So I'm gonna see if my luck keeps going for one more. We're gonna go an Ultra Ball here. I'm gonna toss an Attract against the Lapras and keep it hindered. If this doesn't work. If this does work, I'm gonna be a little loud here. 4 for 4 on the second hardest fight in the game. How the heck did that work? We lost. Totally. I got all 4 of the shadows first shot. And these are not easy to catch Pokemon, mind you. I'm a little ecstatic right now. This is amazing. You are powerful. Much more than I had imagined. If you aim to stop our plan, then you should keep going. However, the Grandmaster's power is probably far greater than you can imagine. I doubt you will beat the man. And Eldes does us a favor and lowers the barricade so that we can actually get back to the healing machine. Oh, Meyer B, where might you be? If you're in a good spot, I might actually go and visit. Meyer Radar, where we are. Pyrite, that's the Pyrite Coliseum. That's a little bit of a time sink there. Okay, well, Max Revive doesn't do me any good for in battle. It's kind of cool in the background here. They've got a mock shadow fight going here. And it's like they've got, or maybe not a mock shadow fight, just mock fight in general, because I just realized that's a Nightshade. And that's Flamethrower. So yeah, they've just got a mock fight going on in the background there, which is kind of cool. Not that it actually is anything that's going on somewhere else, that's just like background footage right there. And it actually changes when you come here in the post-game to something a bit different. Oh my goodness, I still cannot believe that I got them. Like, one fight, I got Lapras, I got Salamence, I got Manectric, I got Marowak, like, I got all 4 of his shadows, and these are, like, the Salamence has definitely got to have the lowest catch rate in the game, and I got it first try. Oh my goodness, if I can keep this luck going, Greevil, you don't stand a chance. Now, just in case, there are actually 2 more fights I can do here against these scientists who just really blend into the background. Working at the HQ makes me feel an elite. What more proof do you need? However bleak the situation, I never give up. So we'll just do these fights here just to get a possible level or 2. And then we'll figure out a final strategy, and we will go face Greevil. We're just about at the end of the main game here. This is incredible. Like, it's always fun to... Like, when you're at the end of a long game and you just have a moment where you start thinking about how far you've come since then. Like, Poochyena and Leddybaugh in Gation Port, Spinarak in the Cipher Lab. Oh, like, just thinking about that, going way back. Delcatty even in the Cipher Lab. Mawile up at ONBS. The amount of running I had to do to get Togetic to love me, like, just thinking back. Like, and that was, like, level 10, like, way back then. Alright, now we're at level 48. That's decent. Miltank! A lot of fighting weak Pokemon on your team. Too bad my Mawile got intimidated. Now then. Haha, lefties! Go Body Slam on the Miltank and we'll just keep... Ah! You have a Brick Break Pokemon too! Thank goodness my team finally has some defenses on them. Just also too bad that Reno was intimidated too. Let's take the Granbull out at least. Oh. Okay, incoming Armaldo. Okay, Rock Bug. And not even Ice would be super effective against that. But I can still hit you with fighting moves. Okay, because I think Miltank might have the Thick Fat ability. Oh, and you also have Milk Drink. Might have to do something extra. Hey, we got paralysis on it. That's good. Ooh, you're a bit bulky. Well, I can swap Pokemon out, so you know what? And especially so because of that Mud Sport. Gonna bring in Raven. And we're gonna bring in Pochi. 1 to Intimidate, and 1 to Support. Plus, I can actually Water Pulse the Armaldo and do some decent damage. Alright. Oh, hey, speaking of Water Pulse. Alright, this is still gonna sting, because my team is very fighting and very fire weak. I will at least say, with fighting Greevil, because I do know what's coming, that's just 6 Shadow Pokemon that I have to face on his final team. Like, I don't have to worry about elemental weaknesses, I just have to worry that every single attacking move that he fires at me is going to be super effective. So it's like, aha, I don't have to worry about fighting and fire weakness, I just have to worry that every single attack I take is going to do increased damage. Wait a second, something about that seems wrong. Yeah, that barely even did anything. Thanks to Intimidate, but that still barely did anything. Alright. I'll just keep this going. Take down the Miltank. There we go. Pochi just wanted some Miltank meat. And then, oh, Slacking! The absolute powerhouse Pokemon that only moves every other turn. Okay. So that takes care of everything, but there's a big Slacking right here. Alright. So we're going to attract, and we're going to Poison Fang, and maybe try for a Toxic? Oh, watch out. The Slacking's had some tacos. Okay. Hopefully bad poison? Okay. Now the nice part is, with Slacking's ability Truant, Slacking will now loaf around on the next turn, and I am free to do as I wish. So instead of trying for bad poison, I'm just going to keep trying for more damage. That was pretty good. And now I should not have to worry about a counterattack. Yet. I mean, despite the Truant ability, Slacking's stats are on par, like, above most, like, legendary Pokemon. So, don't doubt a Slacking's stats, just be thankful that it's very sloth-like. Okay, good, we knocked out the Slacking. It was so close, almost level 49. Cipher Peon Locket. Sorry, I give up, but just today. Okay. That just makes him disappear from there. I don't know why, just I want to say that I dealt with everyone. Okay, let's bring in some different faces. We'll let Riku and Janine, the gold-silver duo, take this fight. Thunderstorms above and whirlpools below. What could it be? You have to be kidding, though. I don't stand a chance against a guy who thumped Eldes. Cipher R&D Caller. Corsola and Tentacruel. Again, bringing up that Eldes fight, like, I'm going to keep gushing about this because that was legitimately the best fight I have ever had against the guy. Like, I have never been that lucky trying to capture his shadows. Especially Salamence. That thing is supposed to have a low catch rate. And the fact I first balled it is, like, the coolest thing ever. And then to first ball every other Pokemon on the team. Like, that was the best. Okay, well that Signal Beam was great. And thank goodness that is a physical move in this generation. Okay, well you went for Barrier, but I'm gonna Nightshade you. And I'm gonna Giga Drain you. Okay, well that works. Down goes the Corsola. Now that I think about it, that's 2 Pokemon that can Mirror Coat on his team. Cradily, another Pokemon that could in theory have Mirror Coat. I think I know what your team composition is made of. Okay, one more Nightshade should do it. This will be at least neutral. Yep. Incoming Bubbles! Alright, Nightshade, is that enough? Just enough. Tentacruel, down. Let's get one more level. I mean, if I was able to get to agility, then hey, that speed would still be double everything that's currently in my party, barring possibly Riku. Alright, Melodic. Definitely a case of, I think, Pokemon that all know Mirror Coat. So, let's go Signal Beam there. Let's see if I can't take out this Cradily. Probably not with this upcoming Signal Beam, but I will get a lot of damage. Oh my, nice! If not for that level up, I don't think I would have survived. Oh, good! Was more powerful than I thought. Silver Powder boosted. Signal Beam. Gyarados. Okay, maybe it's just aquatic life forms and just conveniently most of them can learn Mirror Coat. Like, that's about the best I got. Oh, you intimidated. Ugh. That's a problem. Nightshade, and I'm gonna get a light screen set up just to help the rest of my team out. Oh, set damage incoming. Hey, Janine lived. I do like how, for most regular trainers, it's just random what move they pick and where it goes. Like, I know that there is some logic involved that would make it more likely for certain Pokemon to use the correct move in the correct place. Like, for anyone who's watched the inner workings of Generation 1 and the coding behind their trainer AI, like, it's deep, and that's just first generation. So, I'm fairly certain things have gotten a little bit more sophisticated as the generations have gone on. Alright, Rena, I need your thunderbolting prowess. Whew! I lived that at least. Okay, try for the biggest amount of damage, I guess? Because Riku can still, at the very least, hurt Melodic, but Gyarados is still at full health. I need to knock that down a few pegs. And looks like I got the chance to do so! Oh my goodness, and it still lived! Okay, who said you could have Recover? Oh, you know what? I say we change course, take out this giant serpent, and then focus fire the other serpent. Good, level 48 on Riku. Any excuse for levels I can get at this point. Thunderbolt! Oh, just Twister. Okay. Again, going back to my moves with low power that just don't see use. Like, this is another one of those. Like, you only use Twister at the very beginning if you randomly have, and I'm going to talk later generations here, a special attacking dragon. Otherwise, you ditch Twister as soon as you get a chance. Like, its only redeeming quality is that it can hit Pokemon in the invulnerability turn of Fly. The correct answer is yes, it's Citadel Isle. I didn't even realize you were doing a quiz at the beginning. I had to think for a second. Alright. Now we'll just do a quick heal here. I'm going to do one last quick check of that area that's over there, because that's where Greevil went. Just to make sure there isn't one last ambush ready to get me. And if I'm right... There we go. We have reached the final area. This is it. Like, this is the final main fight of the game. Like, I know it's not going to be the last fight I do in this game. I have a planned finale and all that. But this is the final boss. This team reached it. And it only struggled at some points. Like, I did lose a few times, sure, but at the very least, this team did it. So why don't we just keep it going here? It's time to begin the finale. Oh, so you have even come this far. I had no idea that a mere child like you would pursue me this long. Professor Crane, Data ROMs, and the Lair, you alone derailed every one of our well-laid plans. Well, perhaps not just you. The news broadcast by ONBS did not help Cipher's cause at all. However, my Shadow Pokemon plan isn't finished yet. The final act is about to unfold. Having come this far, I think you've earned the right to know what I have planned. The creation of Shadow Pokemon that permanently resist purification. That was the first step. Next, I plan to create an army of Shadow Pokemon that work independently on my orders alone. When this second step is done, I will take over the world without having to rely on bothersome people. And now... let me introduce you to my faithful servant, the one that shall become the central figure in my Shadow Pokemon army. Come forth, XD001! The Shadow Lugia. Codename XD001. Now freed of all adjustments, I present to you Shadow Lugia. This Lugia is the first of the Shadow Pokemon that cannot be purified. Now let us celebrate the completion of my Shadow Pokemon plan of it in advance. Fall prey to Shadow Lugia! And I gotta say, Shadow Lugia does look really cool and intimidating. Like, if you want... This, I will say, is like another idea for later Pokemon games. Oh yeah, I want to just talk about it in a sec. Your reader is responding. It is a Shadow Pokemon. Like you needed to know that. But I have to say, like, this would be a cool concept for later Pokemon if it's like your boss Pokemon aren't just like big Pokemon, you know, like the Titan Pokemon of Scarlet Violet, but more like altered and made scarier / more frightening if you want to make them like a difficult boss. Now, I do say that, but I do so happen to have one little stunt up my sleeve. Sorry, Greevil. This is what you call very anticlimactic. But this is my get out of jail free card. And we got the Lugia! No surprise. We defeated Greevil! Woohoo! Game is over! If only it were that simple. Lugia! Alright, so before I... Oh yeah, I think I got one text box I can pause on here. Before I go reading. Yes. So, how this works is Greevil has his own team of 6 Pokemon. But as I have now learned through Snaddle, and this could still be an exception in this fight, I've never actually lost this fight catching Shadow Pokemon, I could learn something new here. But in order for any Shadow Pokemon I catch to stay, I have to also win the fight. The difference here is that Lugia was a separate fight. So now it's registered in my box. I've caught the Shadow Lugia. It's mine no matter what. And the game will even recognize this because if I go to refight this fight and I hadn't caught the Lugia, it starts with the Lugia fight at the beginning. So now that I've done that, I've completely eliminated that out of the story's equation. Every time I come and fight Greevil, I will not have to deal with a Lugia fight. I will just have to go and fight Greevil. Now I do know that, and I did say this before, so I might just be reiterating, but none of Greevil's Shadow Pokemon will flee from Greevil after winning the fight, so I have to keep coming back to fight Greevil over and over to keep trying to snag the Shadows. Any Shadow Pokemon that I catch gets a replacement on his team for any future fight, so this is always going to be a 6-on-6 fight. I mean, unless I deposited some, but I'm not depositing any of my team, who am I kidding? So, who knows how well this is going to go, but I've got 6 Shadow Pokemon on his team I gotta deal with. They're packing the strongest moves in the game, even a few unique moves, and it's going to be the scariest thing possible, so here's hoping this works. But I got a little bit more story to deal with here. How dare you, child! How dare you snag my Shadow Lugia, my one loyal subject? There's nothing left, but I will personally see the total destruction of your Pokemon. Fall! Oh yeah, another good song to the list! And also, Greevil means business. Alright, the 2 I did not want to see. Well, maybe I can do a Rock Tomb on the Moltres, that'd be great, but you have a Lightning Rotting Rhydon. I just assume it's Lightning Rod, it could be a different ability altogether. Alright, let the final fight commence. Alright. Yeah, I have to try for damage, especially to get rid of the Rhydon, so here we go. Ah yes, the unique Shadow Fire. I'm in trouble! Oh, I have to get rid of that Rhydon pronto in order to paralyze this Moltres to do something. Ah! Greevil mean business! Oh, wow. Okay, so none of them can escape. Okay, okay. I'm gonna set up a light screen just to help with the Shadow Fire because Flint completely got decimated. And maybe I can get lucky. I'm only gonna have like a few possible opportunities to try to catch Shadows in this fight. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Oh, and Moltres is faster still. Ah! Ah! I'm in danger. Light screen, try to help me. Oh, Shadow End. I'm getting decimated. Oh no. Why did you have to start with Rhydon? Okay, We're gonna get rid of the Rhydon. I think I have to forego capturing. My team has to get stronger if I want to even attempt this for capture. Why? My critical hit luck was turned on me. Ah! This is happening. Oh, what do I do? Well, that's good. Can I paralyze you? Nope. This is bad. Oh, I dodged. Okay, that's a good thing. Focus fire Moltres now. And this is how strong Zapdos and Articuno are going to be as well. They both have their own unique Shadow move, which is basically Shadow Thunderbolt and Shadow Ice Beam. This is gonna be a nightmare. Like, at the very least, I can think of ways to get around the other shadows that are in Greevil's possession. Like, super effective moves and all that fun stuff. But, like, see, Exeggutor here, I'm like, if I'm right, I can get a Signal Beam off, and that takes care of Exeggutor. It's the birds! That's my problem. It's the birds. Okay. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna take care of you right now. If Raven, like, if it was not for this Rhydon, like I don't know if this Rhydon has Lightning Rod or not, and I did not want to test it to have a move fail, I would have Thunder Waved that Moltres, and at the very least, I could have been a little bit luckier in what I was doing. Okay, Tauros. See, I could have tried Brick Breaking that one. Oh, this is bad, because I think Tauros has Intimidate. Oh, that weakened my Signal Beam. Oh, and Exeggutor's even faster still, but Shadow End missed. Alright, 4 times effective Signal Beam. Let's see what this does. Oh, crit! I dodged the Intimidate. I'm fine with this. Wow, the Gold-Silver duo was putting in work. Alright, Articuno. The Arctic one, as I always call it. Alright, now. What do? You know what? We're gonna go for... We're gonna go for a Hail Mary throw here. I mean, I would have loved to try to catch one Shadow, just to test theories. But I didn't have that luxury. Like, the fact I've even taken 3 out right now is great. Okay, Tauros is faster than Articuno, who's faster than my team, like I expected. Oh, those moves are still so cool. And it's not because that was an ice move. I think the shadow variations of these moves are so cool. Oh, if I could have gotten Rock Tomb off, like, that would have at least really hurt Moltres and could have hurt Articuno if that were the case. And I'm still sticking with no other items in battle. Like, I'm gonna suffer all through this to get through. Okay, you know what? Hail Mary shots. We're gonna see how well this works. I mean, if I can catch Articuno, that takes a huge threat off his team if that were the case. But I ain't gonna get that lucky. Yep, I saw that one coming. Pochi! Alright, who's taking this one? Ack! Dog's been frozen, and I missed. Like, okay, I'm gonna be losing this. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. So let's try one shot. I don't know if it's been long enough for Timer Ball to get any good gains on it, but we're gonna try a Timer Ball. We're gonna see how well this works. Yeah, kinda saw that coming. End me now, Tauros. Focus Band! It finally triggered! Oh, Focus Band can keep triggering 10%. Ah! You got my hopes up and then expertly dashed them. Look at that flip. Who needs a hover chair? This guy's acrobatic. Okay. Puts me right back at Citadark. Whereabouts? There. Okay, that's good. Don't have to go too far. Oh boy. I'm lost for words right now. That was like painful. I knew it was going to be painful, but that was like the worst. Okay. I'm gonna give this one more shot. I'm just gonna forego any attempt at capturing shadows, and I'm gonna go for victory. If this doesn't work, I will have to go and train. Like, there's no two ways about it. Return as often as you wish. The more you rebel, the happier my Pokemon become. Well, let's try again. So you definitely do start with Rhydon and Moltres. Ugh! You know, I'd almost love to do the Master Ball on Moltres, but hey, I needed to get rid of that Lugia. But at least it's my more specially defensive Pokemon, and I am still running under the assumption that Shadow Fire is a special Shadow move. Okay. We are going to... I have to see if this Rhydon is a Lightning Rodder in this fight or not. Something's about to eat a huge hit here. Yeah, even not under a light screen. The fact I can withstand that is impressive. Not Lightning Rod! Interesting. Okay, Moltres has been slowed down. If I'm lucky enough, that can help me. And I missed? Yes! Okay. Moltres is slowed down. This means I can now do damage. And a critical hit? That's great! And we got all health back. That's awesome. Okay, good start. And that Rhydon did not have a Lightning Rod of any sort, so we got a good advantage. I don't know if that would have been a different case, like if the Rhydon was generated the moment the fight started or not. So this is not going to be a not very effective hit, unfortunately. But I got Confusion. That's a start. Aiming for Riku. Okay, that confirms it. That does confirm it in my head. Like, and it's not one of those just I'm tricking myself moments. That is indeed a special move. Okay. Let's also get a Thunder Wave on this Exeggutor just in case. Okay, decent hit. Decent hit. Okay, so now Exeggutor is parafused. Okay, it did not smack itself in Confusion, and it's going to give me a hit. Oh, sorry, Rico. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Moltres is paralyzed. If I can survive, Flynn could Rock Tomb, and that's a 4 times effective hit. And I'm under light screen, so I have a chance. Okay, you went for Raven. That's a better situation. Alright. So both of you are paralyzed. That means I can do things. I'm going to attract the Executor just in case. 4 times effect. Wow, 4 times effective and it still only did that. Ugh. These Shadow Pokemon boosts are no joke. Thank you, Light Screen! Okay, come on. Please smack yourself in confusion. Please. Thank you. Something stalled you. Okay, okay. This is a different situation now. I'm gonna Flamethrower on the Executor. Oh, and I'm gonna throw a Water Pulse towards the Moltres and try a Confusion. Strong enough. That's all I needed to see. If I was thinking about it, I should have tried to launch a Thunder Wave towards the Pokemon that's about to come in, which is Tauros. Yeah, I definitely should have tried to paralyze you. At best, I can try intimidating you. That's a good hit. I'm actually impressed. If you hit Raven, I might live. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It means Flynn is still on... still on the field. Okay, but now that there's a Tauros. Because I can't think of anything else to do, I'm actually going to try to catch that Tauros in one shot. Tauros has always been notorious. I got a bunch of them on Eldes, though. Can this work? No way! No flippin' way I first balled that! Alright, this is even better. I get a paralysis on the Articuno. Stalls you, at the very least. Alright, both birds are out. Both are paralyzed. Moltres is 1 speed reduction. And something is about to bite it. No, not my paralysis inducer. Oh boy, here we go. I've lost my light screen, I've lost my paralysis. But at the very least, I think Janine is faster. This would let me do Nightshades. Okay. Okay, I know you've got a Zapdos waiting in the wings. I need to place speed here. Who's faster? 62, 52. Okay, Mawwile's faster. Oops. Don't need that setting again. If I could Rock Tomb the Moltres, I can get a good Nightshade hit on the Zapdos. Let's try. Okay. This way, at least, Janine is the one firing the strong move. And it was enough. Moltres is out. I don't have to worry about Shadow Fire on this turn. We got a level up. That's good. Okay, and here comes the final, the Zapdos. Good. Articuno's paralyzed. So now I've got the painful, painful task of trying to knock out a Zapdos that isn't hindered. Look at that. That's a cool move. Okay, so 1 speed reduction. I know that's not a powerful move, but a speed reduction is great. And we get a solid 49 points of damage. Okay, okay. That's a start. You're paralyzed. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Something's gonna bite it here, I know that. Admittedly, I'm getting more damage this way. And I've still got 2 Pokemon left, which is awesome. We're gonna let Pochi come in here. Intimidate will do nothing because these are all special moves. Nightshade is the more powerful technique. Shadow Chill. Is this going to be the end of Janine? Nope, it's going to be Pochi again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, now then. I'm gonna Body Slam and also Focus Fire a Nightshade in case this doesn't KO. It does KO! Okay. Zapdos is taken off the field. And I get a good, solid 49 points of damage on Articuno. And you're paralyzed! Yes! Luck has not abandoned me yet. Do another Nightshade, another Body Slam. Good hit. Solid shot. Okay, Articuno is just about taken care of. And Rena lived. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let Rena take a Body Slam. And because I have 2 Pokemon on my side, I'm gonna try a capture. I've got a freebie shot at this. If this works, this will be great. If not, I can still win the fight. Two, three. Oh, I was hopeful. And that's it. At the very least, we have won the fight. Everything worked as best as it could, anyway. We got through. Greevil is defeated. We've beat the final boss. Yes! And we snagged 1 shadow. And nothing else flees. So I have to keep fighting Greevil over and over again to get those darn birds. But that is for the future. We now have the present. How? A mere child crushed my cherished plan. Here comes Ardos. What? This can't be. It's your fault. I won't forgive. There is no forgiving you. Grandmaster, we're done here. We should blow up Citadar Isle with the child still on it. My goodness, he definitely does not like me. But if I did that, our shadow Pokemon data and our subordinates will be lost as well. Hey, look at that. Greevil actually does care. Grandmaster, such things can be replaced. We must ensure our own survival. I've readied a helicopter for our escape. We've got to leave now. You're right. Wait! Please wait. You're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape? You should be ashamed. Ashamed? Clinging to foolish pride will guarantee Cipher's demise. Cipher must survive. This is our first duty. The Grandmaster feels the same way. Yes, for Cipher's sake, sacrifices must be endured. And before I click the next button, I want to hear opinions on this when this next bit takes place. I'll have my own bit to talk about during the credits, but I want to see if you think this is a good story point or a wasted story point. What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory has been destroyed. XD001 was defeated. Nothing remains of Cipher. Silence! Cipher will live forever. If only this child hadn't. Grandmaster, please give the order to blow up Citadel Isle. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't begrudge us, child. Stop. Let's put a stop to this. Father! Don't call him Father. Call him the Grandmaster. Father, you've lost sight of what is important. You got carried away by this whole Grandmaster nonsense. It is impossible to take over the world by producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this child. This child's pure heart won out over XD001. We were in the wrong. Silence, silence, silence! Why aren't you showing some spine? We've come so far. Cipher is finished. Father, you yourself should know that more than anyone. Oh. And Ardos is like, I am not having any of this. Now please, stand up. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we have done. Oh, everything I did, all of it was a mistake. Thanks to your courage, we were finally able to wake from our nightmare. Thank you. You'll have nothing to fear from us ever. You should return home to your family. Let us meet again, too. The next time we battle, it won't be as mortal enemies. I will look forward to it. Considering how badly you trashed me in the last fight, I kind of want my revenge. But that's it. Cipher is finished. Everything is now back to how it should be. And the suns have now risen over a new day in Orre. Oh, okay. That takes care of that. So yeah, Citadel Isle is, like, some of the NPCs mentioned this. You can actually see Citadel Isle off the coast of Gation. But because of everything that was going on and the clouds and all that, that was making it difficult to even see the sunset because the clouds kept covering it. So, like, that's actually how noticeable Citadel Isle was, but you just couldn't go to it unless you had the Robo-Kyogre. Now, as to my own thought... Oh yeah, and we got everyone here. All the saviors of Orre. Progress will now be saved. Definitely. After that amazing fight, please save. Alright, and because it's the credits, we'll add one last tune to the best song list. There we go. Okay, so, before I do any closing remarks here, I do want to say, like, having now watched that storyline bit there again, like, this is my take on it, that was a fair bit of wasted potential there. Like, that whole, Ardos and Eldes were actually sons of Greevil, like, if that was the plot point they wanted to go with, I think they could have fleshed that out way more in this game. Like, I used to think it was a cool plot twist, but now that I'm looking at it through a different eye, I'm actually thinking, that could have been done better. Like, if you fought Ardos and Eldes more throughout the story and got little hints as to the dynamic that those three had, like, maybe it could have been a good plot point to build up to, and then when Eldes calls out to Greevil as father, like, that would have been the final, like, light bulb moment comes through, and you're like, that explains everything! But no, you only see Ardos and Eldes at, like, once at the beginning with Ardos, and then basically the end of the game is the next time you talk to them. Like, that could have been done a lot better. Now, as to Pokemon XD itself, well, as you can clearly tell, I had way too much fun with this game. It felt nice to be able to go back and play a Pokemon game, because I had not played a Pokemon game for a long time on this channel, so I've been looking forward to doing this in particular, because I said this already, I had a lot of time spent playing this game when I was younger, just spending hundreds of hours doing training with this game. I went through the story multiple times, Like, it was just a lot of... It was just a lot of fun to even come back to play this, but considering this was one of the best playthroughs I think I've ever had of this game, that was just the best. Hi, Mayor B! Can I join your team? So I'm just glad I got to play this game again, and had as much fun with it as I did. So, now that I've done all of this, there are a few things that I want to take care of in this post-game that we've got now. I will go into more detail about all those things on what will be the finale of this playthrough. Now, I am going to say right now, I don't know when this will be the case, but considering the amount of work that I've got to do to get this taken care of, I don't know if this will be, if the final episode of this will be... Oh, hi, Munchlax. I didn't get to see the whole game, but there we go. I don't know if the finale episode is going to be immediately following this, or if there's going to be some delay. Don't worry, it's going to happen, but there's a lot of training that's involved, a lot of luck that's involved, and it's going to take a lot of time. So, just going to be saying this now. It is going to be... It's going to take some time. Definitely. But considering how fun this playthrough has been, I hope you will look forward to the finale of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness whenever it comes out. So until then, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this, because I know I certainly did. And as always, take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.